Hello folks, this is Paragon RG bringing you another daily casted match of Age of Empires 4. This looks to be a good one. At the north of the map, we've got Whatevs, who is RecoN. The player RecoN, something like 13th on the ladder, very, very good. Done well in tournaments as well. He's playing as the Mongols. In the south of the map, in the red, we have Soup playing as the Rus. Now, I don't know who Soup is, and I have a feeling he doesn't want us to know who Soup is either. There's almost no chance Soup is on the team Soup. So this is a secondary account. Is his match history hidden? So this is basically somebody practicing different strategies, grinding on the ladder, and trying to do what he can. Now, I am hesitant to watch more Mongol matches. If you if you see the match I posted recently called Mongol Horror Show, it just shows just how awful the Mongols are to face. They have so many tools in their toolbox, and it's really nasty. There's almost nothing players can do when they just basically switch between those tools and just punish their opponents, stay ahead the entire game. However, in this case, it is Mongols versus Rus, and these are two of the best civs right now. And so I'm curious to see if, even if these players go meta, I want to see if, which meta wins. And maybe we'll see one of the players trying something different, trying something that is off meta. So nice to check back on Mongols versus Rus. Both are, a lot of people argue Rus are the second best civilization right now, right after Mongols. Now this map is high view. You see all of the stealth forest, not just in the middle, but all over the map. So I've definitely seen more claustrophobic variants of this. It actually looks a bit claustrophobic around Soup's base. You'll see this whole area around here. Enemies could be lurking anywhere there, and he wouldn't know. Whatevs feels a little more open, but maybe that's just an illusion. So Mongol player building an early Gur and is on gold. So this looks to be a pretty early feudal age from him. Rest of the villagers are just on sheep. Scout. Oh, he did actually build a scout to add to the Mongol Khan to run around and grab sheep successfully. This makes it a whole lot more efficient. You can make fewer return trips and still bring back lots of sheep. And of course, you are competing with your opponent for those sheep, and not just for the sheep, but for all of the wild animals on the map. So remember, if we go to Soup's view, he is working on his bounty, and he's already at 300 bounty. How did he pull that off? He has 3 military. So he must have added 2 scouts already. And they're all in different places. They're all killing the Gaia on the map. So RecoN doing whatever he can, but Soup definitely clearing the map and getting a huge bounty. Already being at tier 2. And probably is starting to have his eye on, how can I hit tier 3? It is quite a bit more difficult to do. The Gaia on the map runs out. But there are boar. There are wolves you can find. Killing each sheep does give you 5 extra bounty. And remember, bounty gives you immediate gold. It's not just some abstract resource, although it is that too. So it is worthwhile getting that immediate gold. And we see it going up by 25, so he must have killed another wolf. Mongols with the Ovo out front, perhaps not ideal. You might, he probably didn't see this one at the time that he made it, but definitely pretty exposed Ovo from him. So I wouldn't be surprised to see Rus pressure coming in from the front and applying it to the Ovo. Golden Gate coming in from the Rus. Standard economic building will allow him to trade at favorable rates. Right? Each one of these supplies, of which 1 are generated each minute, can generate a trade where you spend 100 resources and get 150 of something else. So that makes their economy much more versatile, and it's part of how the Rus can get away with not being on gold at all. They can just generate food, wood, and use that to sell, get to the castle age, at which point they can make horse archers, which for some godforsaken reason do not cost gold. Soup scouts now toward the front of the map, sees this Ovo, probably starting to think, oh, gosh, should I start torching this thing down? Looks like he's getting together with more of his friendly scouts throughout the map. So they seem to be gathering in a single place. We'll see what they get up to. RecoN now hitting the feudal age. Building a stable out front here, but I'm not sure how well this is going to go. This may not even be in range of the town center. This villager has to get home. And he runs home now. Stable not yet finished. Soup is in the driver's seat right now. Look at all this wasted time. He needs to build the stable here, and then if he can, move it to the Ovo. Much, much safer. Cancels that stable. It's the right play. Save those resources. Soup is actually building up quite a few resources here. So his scouts are not a real crazy commitment. He has research professional scouts, so he will be bringing back the deer on the map. You can see him doing that now. So he runs forward, causes the problems he can, right? Wastes his opponent's time, makes him fear for his life, but meanwhile, he is just actually working toward the castle age. So I currently do still expect to see that Rus Horse Archer meta in this particular match from Soup. Really interesting, though. He's actually... Whoa! Looks like the Mongol player moved the silver tree to the back side, but Soup is walling it out? He needs to build a single wall piece here to prevent this, but he's not doing it. Building an outpost instead. I have to admit, this is I did not expect this play. This villager probably even gets out alive because the Khan can't chase it anymore. Although I guess he can wrap around and get it from there. Yeah, so villager at 2 hit points. Not long for this world. Silver Tree is producing traders currently to the market that's right here. Where is this trader going? He's actually built a market back here. So the plan here, I believe there is a way. Let me, I'm going to go to Whatev's view for a minute. So what you actually do, a lot of people don't know this. You queue up your market, in this case the Silver Tree, to actually go to your own market, and then you shift click it to the neutral market of your choice. And strangely, what will actually happen is or it's supposed to happen. It looks like maybe it's not working. But you see the trader is supposed to come to this market and then go all the way the other direction. And now you can see they're bringing back 154 gold. So instead of having to make 2 full trips of this distance, they can make a single trip and bring back 150 gold, which means the traders are amounting to, they're a lot more valuable right from the get-go. He's trying to torch this down, but look how much time this is wasting. Really needed a single perpendicular wall piece here, and that would have prevented that wall from being completed by Soup. And RecoN's trade route would be more efficient, less exposed. But we'll see how he makes do. He's now double producing early horsemen. And those horsemen are going right back to the back of his base to help torch down this wall. Okay, interesting. So he probably doesn't want to make scouts. He's trying to scale into a better unit. But are early horsemen really that unit? Soup is almost at the castle age here. We see he's gone up with the Abbey of the Trinity. So we expect to see warrior monks out from him. He'll run around, grab pretty much every relic on the map, put them here. May need another monastery for storing extra relics. But we will see how that goes for him. Almost dealt with this wall. In the meantime, let's check the income per minute. RecoN's is definitely stronger, despite, let's see. Yeah, nobody is on gold, but he does have 484 gold per minute. And part of that is just because of that single trip that these traders were able to make. Does finally take out this wall from his opponent. But look how much time this cost his opponent. It makes me wonder who Soup is. It's obviously somebody really good. It could be a player like Marine Lord. I don't think the Viper uses secondary accounts. He does stream. His games are generally pretty public. He's also done us all the favor of having a public match history as well, which we are all very thankful for. Horsemen now lurking in the stealth forest. So let's see what RecoN gets up to with these horsemen. Usually not ideal that Mongols are stuck on horsemen. The meta play we've seen from Mongols is strangely infantry-based play. And actually another stable coming down from him. So he's going full on for the Mongol cavalry play. I feel like this is a little bit experimental. Actually up to 170 gold now. And that's just because enough traders are on this. Where can we see here? maybe on this market. You can see 9 traders are on here, which actually provides some bonuses for the Mongols. They're at tier 3, and so they get plus 10% food, wood, and gold. Very, very strong indeed. Horse archers now coming out. Looks like they're headed right for those trade lines. And scouts are currently burning down the outposts here and trying to kill... Well, maybe not trying to kill any traders that head by, but this will actually slow traders down. It will reduce line of sight. It'll also mean that his RecoN's units have nowhere to go when they want to hide somewhere. So looks like takes that down. Presumably doesn't think he can take out the silver tree in time, so might as well get in the damage that you can. Horse archers and scouts now here from Soup. So full on meta play from him, starting to kill traders of his opponent. Very big benefit in doing so. Huge amount of gold they bring back, although they are actually pretty cheap to make. That's about 100 resources each. Still, you want to keep on top of it, otherwise the Mongol player can get out of control. So, RecoN's Horsemen now pushing back his opponents. And Horsemen I mean, it looks like maybe you went Horsemen because Horsemen are a reasonably good counter to Horse Archers, to Cavalry Archers in general. They're a bit faster, and they get bonus damage against light-ranged units. And they're also not too bad against Scouts. So, Horsemen doing okay here. At the very least, pushing back his opponent's Horse Archers. But we'll see if this is enough. There's more Horse Archers joining from the south, and I'm sure there's even more coming up for Soup. And look at this mass here now. I mean, these horsemen have to head home. There's no way they can deal with that many Horse Archers. No way at all. So heading home now is RecoN. Still mostly happily trading. Yeah, so much gold in each one of those. 850 gold per minute, nobody on gold. So it's very nice from him, although keep in mind that it is still a significant investment. So if you invest in all these traders and then all those traders die, it really stagnates the Mongol economy. And if you're not in Castle Age by then, you may have a hard time getting there. This relic seems to strangely be buried halfway into the ground. Unless I'm crazy, I don't think relics generally look like that. Now I'm guessing at this point, actually I'll hold my tongue for a minute as horsemen and scouts come in, killing a villager, trying to build the outpost. This outpost does have arrow slits, so this will, and so does this one, this will start to be annoying for enemy horse archers. But trying to put up a bunch of outposts here to keep out his opponent. I'm sure if he hits Castle Age, he would choose to go for the Spring emplacement as well. All the horsemen getting in on the horse archers now. Really nice play by RecoN. I still wonder if it's enough. Especially when they're stuck fighting scouts. These scouts are a minimal investment, and horse archers shred. I mean, they shred almost every unit, but they take down horsemen so quickly that, you know, your horsemen being caught attacking scouts for a few extra seconds could mean that you lose that critical mass you might have needed to take down the horsemen in the first place. Or sorry, the horse archers in the first place. Current resources. So you see RecoN has a ton of gold. He'll probably want to just buy food and click up. Looks like his con did go down, unfortunately. Soup has taken the sacred site on the right side. Take a quick check of relics. He has 3 in here and 1 in here. So it is only this relic at the top that he has not taken. If we look at income per minute, he is sitting at 500, despite also having nobody on gold. Let's head back to current resources. Soup doing such a good job of just making sure to keep some pressure here. Every trader he kills here is such a loss in the long term for RecoN. Killing yet another villager, another trader, a bunch more villagers headed forward. Horsemen head forward. They're still... Oh, they're now full-on horsemen. Okay, so that is at least something. I didn't notice when they upgraded from early horsemen to horsemen. Probably a long time ago. They're going to try to jump on the horse archers here, but mostly just giving himself time to get up this outpost. And he'll probably try to do the same on this one, adding arrow slits now. So anything helps. If you can chip away at your opponent's horseman numbers, or horse archer numbers, it helps a lot. Warrior Monk, very brave, grabbing the relic. He knows what matters. Religious relics. We'll bring that one home. That'll be 100 extra gold per minute for the rest of the game for Soup, and I can't help but feel like Soup is very much in the driver's seat in this game. Let's take a look at the economic count. 59 for RecoN, 48 for Soup. However, Soup is largely making up for it in relic count. Additionally, these traders are exposed. So, yes, he is adding towers to help protect them, and maybe he'll even add a couple more. Trying to finish this outpost now. But, I don't think the 10 traders you have really works out to being as good as the 5 relics. The 5 relics that Soup has. I don't think that works out favorably. Having an exposed resource is always worse than having one that is safe. Looks like we now see the Kurultai going up for RecoN. Really cool. I love seeing the Kurultai. I can't help but feel like this is an experiment. Although that being said, we just because we usually see the step readout, which allows for dropping off 50% more gold. So as I say that, I remember that usually you don't want to go with the step readout and the silver tree and the trade routes. That being said, like, look at this. Horse archers get on this, and, you know, looks like this one outpost has arrow slits, but, you know, this one, is currently getting a sprinkled emplacement, which will help. It's just not enough, is it? I mean, these horse archers run in. They killed so many traders. And he's even going to fight off this force from his opponent. So at least RecoN is at age 3. At least this has a sprinkled emplacement. Does take out some horse archers from his opponent, but that loss in trade is just so significant. And this mass is starting to build. And this is why the Bruce horse archer scout meta is just so scary. Yeah, he's just going to camp here as long as he can. He's happy to take some shots. What is he getting? Yam network. Okay, so adding the Yam network bonus so all of his troops, including his villagers, get the speed bonus, not just his cavalry. Veteran horsemen now jumping on some horse archers. Nice move from RecoN, picking off those reinforcements. Get a closer view here. Looks like it's just not enough. I wanted to see how that battle went. The horsemen do very good damage against horse archers, but he didn't have enough of them. He does have regular archers as well, which do beat horse archers in terms of resources spent, but not necessarily, when your opponent has so many horse archers, you have to find a way to catch up to that. So I think Soup is in a pretty darn good spot here. He's even capturing this sacred site. That'll be his 3rd one. He has every relic. He's blocking the trade route of his opponent. RecoN needs to force this issue. He needs to get back this trade site and take advantage of it, because if he can't, effectively the game will end, because his investment has been rendered useless, whereas his opponent's investment in things like warrior monks for grabbing relics and sacred sites is continuing to pay dividends. Another option could be sending a scout or horsemen to each of these sacred sites, although of course a few horse archers can swing by and deal with them. This is just so nasty from Soup, sitting on this trade route. I don't really know. I mean, more traders are about to go down from RecoN. That has to be pretty demoralizing. And indeed, RecoN, aka Whatevs, simply calls it Soup. Whoever that is, beats RecoN on Highview. Folks, this has been Paragon RG. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe to get a daily casted Age of Empires video in your feed. Hope you enjoyed this one, and I will catch you next time.